A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open notice, Eskridge, that's complete. On first down, it's Carson, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping. Hurts fumbles it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. 6-0 our score after 1. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they did cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Looking sideline, incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again here, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 5 now. Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Watkins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Richard Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Powering his way forward, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Richard Rodgers, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Escaping the pressure right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Smith catches left side. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this... The first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle